Well, I always laugh when I hear what does a day in the life of a coordinator look like, because a day never looks the same. We are always doing whatever it takes, though, to get those kids back into the classroom and learning.
If our basic needs aren't met, then it's hard to focus on academic success. So with Family Resource and Youth Service Centers, we want to strengthen the whole family, the whole child, the whole student.
Family Resource Youth Service Centers are centers that are stationed in public education systems like schools, and they provide families and students with interventions and resources to address non-academic barriers to student success. The FRYSC motto is whatever it takes. So you just kind of buckle down and whatever it takes to fix it.
When I talk to my kids, I always tell them whatever's distracting you from doing your best in class, that becomes my job to help you work through those things. And it is so important because our kids are coming to school every year with increasing physical, social, and emotional needs. And it's just very important that we address those basic needs, or the work they do in the classroom is just not going to meet their potential.
The main thing is we try to make programs that address the needs that they have spoken to. So we follow their voice. It's not what we feel is important or what someone in a building that does not live their life every day is saying is important. We follow their trail. They tell us what they need, and we partner with them to make sure it's addressed.
A lot of times, people may think that Family Resource and Youth Service Centers are only serving low-income students or families, and that's really not the case. We want everybody to know that our services are available for all the students in our schools and their families.
So I think getting parents involved, whether that's through something like Boone's Beginners or a Born Learning or a parent cafe, it gets them in your school, it gets them comfortable, it creates them, a valuable partner, it opens lines of communication, and ultimately it strengthens protective factors that families have, which is the core mission of our work.
I feel like once they've been to, one event with the Family Resource Center, they kind of see what it's all about and are maybe more likely to come back the second time. If you can get some parents to attend and they enjoy, whatever the event was, then they tell people, and that's really the best way.
When it comes to programming, it is a challenge to get parents involved. A lot of them really want to be involved. It's just that their schedules are already full. So I always say quality over quantity. If you have a program and it's small, but you have good interaction amongst the either parents or students, it's still a worthwhile way to spend your time.
We partner with a lot of our faith organizations or just community-based organizations. So your community action commissions that are in your regions, Cabinet for Health and Family Services, any community-based organizations that you have are really important to partner with.
I would recommend anyone that's new to the FRYSC world, get out there and start making connections. Put yourself out there and don't be afraid to ask, because always there will be somebody to step up and help you meet a need.
They are almost always excited to help and willing to help. That's why it's important to make sure you are talking about your center and your programs and the things you're doing.
When they see the need, they rise to the occasion time and time again, and I am so overwhelmed by that.
The beautiful thing about FRYSCs is that we have the flexibility to meet the needs of our individual schools and communities. Our programming can be different based on the students in a certain community.
I would suggest in sharing your successes and just creating a spotlight or a program spotlight or some success stories or a newsletter that you share with them to show what you're already doing, and then start that communication line.
If you have a question, if you can put it out to other FRYSC coordinators, the answer will be there. It's the hardest job you'll ever love. It is a calling. You really have to have the desire to help kids. Every day is different, and that's part of why I love it. It's a very rewarding job. It's very challenging, but it's very, very fulfilling.
The effect of coming and meeting with us and getting what they need for the day can change their whole world and their outlook.